Ferrari's conjecture, but it's roughly the same. In the sideboard, we're attempting some Carnage Tyrants and stuff because we got paired versus several control decks the other day. Red base decks, these are typically pretty good. So this turns on this and this land. So we can lead with this one then. Oh, it's Wizard Red. That's bad for us. Wizard Red is very, very good against us. They are super fast and they have burn spells that can close games. This is pretty disappointing. Hopefully they don't have too many burn spells to throw this turn. If it's just one burn spell, we probably won't fog. If it's two, we may be forced to. Alright, it's two. That draw was actually really good. So we'll have to see what they've got going for us. Like, another fog, which is good. That puts us down to 9, but now we're going to be able to set up with the next fog, and we're going to have to avoid 9 points of burn probably. Maybe more. I mean, we're certainly not in great shape yet. We've got some tools here, but that one's pretty good too, but it's going to make them discard their hands, so we know they don't have a burn spell there. We can always minus it with Teferi if we need to. But hopefully we just hit like some kind of time walk here and don't have to worry about that. They don't have much going on for us though. That's probably game. Oh, it's not game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play one of these. And then we can use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we tap 4 mana, we're untapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just not enough. So we're going to have to Nexus of Fate here. And cycle, I think. Another gift. That's not super useful yet. So put that there. So if we cycle, we get to untap this and this, and we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which could potentially be good enough, but I think we're just going to go ahead and gain up to 15 life. Our Teferi's probably going to die. I have 2 chances to hit a fog. Or there's a good chance we lose. Casting the Karn didn't really do anything there, I don't think, because they could make the token not do the token thing while ticking it up would have just used a lot of mana. Going to my head. That scares me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Does it have double 3-point burn spells? We're dead. Alright, well, they don't. So that's wonderful. Let's take this up, see what we get. Oh wow, we get something good no matter what on this one. So we'll be able to untap 2 things, but that's not really enough. Their fog's fine, so I think I'm going to start with this. What do we get? Oh, well, we had a Nexus of Fate that we turned over. I misread the whole situation there. That is super bad. Wow, that was super bad too. So we just need this to be on 4 afterwards, so you just play it for 2 and take it up. Before we draw off the fairy. That was just really, really bad. I didn't realize we had that Nexus. It's like game costing top bad. Put both of those on the bottom. We should be getting a free turn right now, but I am stupid, and we're going to die because they will have 8 points of burn in their hand. There's just almost no chance that they don't have 8 points of burn in their hand. So yeah, we punted this game pretty hard, I think. A little salty about how badly I just punted this game. Just didn't see that card over there. I don't know what I thought it was revealed from. 2 burn spells kill us, any 2. And they have 4 cards in their hand, so they didn't play an additional 1-drop last turn, so unless there's like double Flame of Keld, there's just no chance that we're alive. I'm pretty sure we punted this game. That's 3 of it. Any 1 burn spell and we're dead. 100% punted this game. Oh, I'm so salty that I punted this game. Because this is a hard enough match that you just can't give up that. Frustrated. It's my fault though. It's like completely my fault. I don't even think we really need the sideboard in this match, but I still just want to. Hand's not very good. We don't have any ramp. We don't have any planeswalkers. I don't think we can mulligan it though. God, how frustrating is it to give up that game 1? We don't have double blue either. Stop drawing Beaumont, please. We have double blue, but that doesn't really help the situation we find ourselves in. We need to draw, like, a Gift of Paradise into exactly Teferi now. I don't actually have double white either. Probably prevent 4 damage. I'll take 3. I guess I don't care if I hit a land here. We won't make the mistake we just made again, though. That's for sure. Hopefully they can't finish off the Karn, but there's like a good chance that they can, of course. Well, odds of them being able to kill Karn went way down. Odds of them being able to kill us with burn went way up. So we're an effective 8 now. They have 3 cards in their hand plus this. So they're going to give us the Scattered Groves. I think I'm just going to cast this one. Maybe I should have cast the Scattered Groves because we do have Cleansing Novas in our deck. But for some reason that feels like the least of my problems right now. Whatever. I'm just doing this, saving the time. We can potentially take 3 turns in a row. Let's just stick it up again, I guess. So, which of these do we want to bounce to their hand? I guess we bounce this one. That's Maybe we bounce this one. We know they don't have a burn spell as of yet, so. I'm not sure if putting out these blockers is good enough. Be there? Not there. Well, I can't imagine a manner that we're still alive then. They're literally going to have a million stuff here. Gonna draw 3 more cards for their turn. If they're wasting shocks on things like that, maybe we have a chance because creatures don't actually matter, so it's just kind of a little ploy for me. I guess we'll just attack again then. Well, hopefully they can't deal 10 points of burn, but so we know one of their 7 cards is a Chandra, so they have 6 cards. That one does nothing. Hopefully they don't have 4 burn spells. Probably shouldn't have down-ticked Karn on that last turn. I have this delusion that I'm just going to be able to win the game here, and I don't think that's a reasonable delusion. Well, that's kind of helpful. So how many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can technically do this. Put you on top, you on bottom. I guess they're going to kill that thing. Some of the builds do run them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have enough. Unless I've drastically mismathed. Um, whatever. Let's see if he has it. Still kind of salty I punted game one. Though I'm pretty sure if we were on the play, we would have lost, or sorry, on the draw, I think we would have lost this game. We've not won this game yet either. I mean, we're looking really good, obviously, but... Hey, Trickery, what is up, friendo? So this is how I punted game one. I thought it revealed that, but that wasn't the one it revealed, so... A glimmer would be nice. Guess that's bad ordering. It's correct ordering to use this first. Because we hit a Karn or something, we might want to play the Karn pre-combat. Is our opponent's about to concede? I'm not sure that this isn't a Moto bug. How often you redraw this Nexus of Fate on your exact turn after casting it. That could very well just be a Moto bug as often as that's happening. Between the Cleansing Nova and the Haze of Pollen, I think we would have been okay. There's a good chance that I would have just killed this and held up the Haze of Pollen, and I'm not sure how they win. Because I don't think they have a burn spell. Anyway, so we punted game one, and we narrowly got there game two. I ended up really wanting this card that game. Maybe the brawls aren't good enough, but I was thinking the brawls could block. The brawls just may not be worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's been happening. Obviously, like, I've not played enough to know, but it feels like it's been happening an absorbent amount of times. Kind of want both of these cards back in the deck here. You typically don't need the third fog effect, but you need some type of cards to, like, chain through your deck. And Anticipate's really good on with Teferi. Like, it's even seeing some modern play because of Teferi. But 8 fog effects has felt like enough. Kind of want the Oath and the Search. Like, the Search feels like one of the best cards, but like the Oath can potentially gain us 3 life or gain us 3 life. Yeah, Oath's probably not good enough. Drawing multiple searches is like just like super bad too, though. I don't think I want to draw a second search. We'll get this league over with as quick as we can, Murph. And thank you again for loaning us cards today. I guess I'm going to try this one. If nothing else, it untaps a land, right? But there's like a chance that it gains us 3 life and then goes crazy. Yeah, I just don't think I want to search. Maybe I'm supposed to just keep the brawls in. This is a very hard match, though. And I definitely think I punted game 1. I revealed a Nexus of Fate game 1 to my Karn, and I didn't realize it was Karn. I thought it was from when I'd cast one and reshuffled. Is this hand good enough to keep? It seems like it's too slow. Alright, I'll keep this hand, even though we don't have green mana. But between the Anticipate and the Search, we'll probably get the green mana. It's the third turn 1 Beaumont. It's really tough to beat. And a haste creature, they usually play about 2 of these in their main deck, so this is unfortunate. They usually only play a couple of crashers too. So if they get to attack us for 6 on 3, we're going to be real sad. They've got a good hand. We do not. It's going to be interesting to see how the game plays out. Our opponent complained about our luck, so obviously they'll get the nut draw. That's how it works on Moto. For anyone who doesn't know. I think it's just better to play this one. And prepare to get slapped in my face for 1,000,000. Alright, well, it wasn't a good draw, at least. I mean, obviously it was a great draw, but you know what I mean. It wasn't the 6. Gives us a little more leeway to, like, get a Gift of Paradise in. So they can attack us back to 11. Well, 3 cards in our hand could potentially be enough to kill us. I'm going to guess that they're not, but 4 damage down to 9. If they have a hazard or something, like we're really SOL. It's a good turn. So we're down to 4. So they need 2 burn spells, and that's all they need to beat us, unless we draw another gift. That's not a gift. The odds of them getting 2 burn spells on their next turn are really, really, really high. Guess we just pass turn here and hope. We'll take a good amount of luck. Our opponent just has, you know, to turn 5 kill, even though we gain 3 life. I actually just don't think we can win anymore. I think they will draw 2 burn spells before we can close. So punting game 1 was really frustrating. Apparently I need to read Oath better. I'll do it after the game. I thought it only... Didn't realize it lets you do it 3 times in one turn. They brick off and like just play a creature or whatever, then there's some chance that we can anticipate into a Cleansing Nova. And it be enough. Maybe the Cleansing Novas should be Fumigates. I mean, they get to draw 8 cards this turn though, so. Oath isn't twice. Alright, so apparently I have to read it. So the odds of them having 2 burn spells were just super high. When Oath, exile target permanent so you can use it once, but it doesn't come back till the end of your turn. So how do you get 3 in 1 turn? Return it to battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. But you can't activate it during your end step, so that confuses me. Okay. So okay. Alright, well, we got crushed. Our opponent had to turn 5 kill. Like I said, that's going to be one of the decks that beats this deck. But like it beats that deck loses to Stompy and it loses to Red Black, so it's not really viable. It loses to Esper Control. So like Wizard Red just isn't viable. It will beat us though, especially when we punt. We had game 1-1. But my inexperience with the deck, well, less inexperience with the deck and more inexperience with how Moto shows things. Like, it wasn't necessarily even a play mistake, it was not understanding what Moto was showing me. Stands a keep. Hopefully it's the black-red deck and not the wizard-red deck. Alright, cool. It's the black-red deck. That's good for us. Random fog. We have a good draw, too. We don't have a great draw, but we have a good draw. They have a pretty aggressive draw considering their deck is not a very aggressive deck. So we can Nexus next turn. If they just attack us, we might take it. Yeah, well, not taking that then. They just attacked us, there's a chance I would have taken it. Boo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to untap this 7, 8, 9. So we can play the search, is that right? So we play the search with that. Then we play that. That's 4. Okay, yeah, we can play the search. If I play this, I get to untap this and this. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to play this. I'm not going to get rid of that because if we have to pass the turn, that's really good. Put that one on top, that one on bottom. So if we play this, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, which isn't enough. So I guess we're just going to play this and pass then. And we will worry about things later. This game's pretty hard to lose at this point. Save our opponent the time and just cast a Haze of Pollen, maybe? The way he can just cast whatever he wants. I feel like opponent can like concede now if they feel like it. Yes, to the graveyard you go. That was where we went wrong last game. We never drew any of these things. Oh, wow. Should be tapping the mana first. I forgot what Lars told me. I'm not very bright. We'll do it correctly now. Take this thing up. So if we spend 4, we have 4. Wait, if we spend 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when we get done tap. So we can play this thing now too. Start ticking it up. This deck's fun, in my opinion. It's got to be miserable to be on the other side of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do that first, and we'll anticipate second to give us a chance to draw it back. Kind of want this one. Just because I've never cast a card more than anything. I don't know if it's correct to get that one, but I've never cast a card, so I kind of just want to get it. It seems better to take this one up first. Go ahead and take this up second. Whoops, that's not the right card. Alright, well they're done. we were having our fun. It would have been hard to have not been infinite there. I don't want to say 100% we were infinite there, but I feel like it would have been very hard for us not to be infinite there. I don't really like sideboarding versus red-black. I just like shipping it back. I think their deck's like super weak versus us. We have no green mana, but I don't think I can mulligan double fog in a fairy. Like, there's a ton of green mana in the deck. Okay. So how's everybody doing today? Who else tired of seeing fog decks play already? They tap black mana first, so I guess we're getting Doomfall or Duress. Unfortunate. Not concerned. We have all the time in the world. Ooh. That was a good draw, too. I've been tired of it since before it was a thing. No. Okay, wasn't a Chandra. That's good. I'm loving it too. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tap my mana first. I forgot. Hey, I want you cast. Thank you. Don't tell me I'm lagging again. Please don't be lagging again. What is this one? Abort. I don't know if it's me or them. Oh yeah, I think the meta will shift and this deck won't be nearly okay. I guess it's me. Anytime this blacks out, it's me. That's gonna ruin a damn stream if it's me disconnecting again. It's supposed to storm all day too. You bought specifically because of Nexus of Fate, or did you typically buy boxes anyway? I think going to 7's probably riskier than I want. I think Chandra is the card we need to avoid the most at the moment. This one? Bought a bunch of Ixalan? Ixalan didn't have a special promo, did it? I thought only the last two sets had a promo like that. Have your fun, opponent. We're just going to go ahead and cast this now. Oh, the special lands. Sure, the Rebecca Gay lands. Or Rebecca Guay lands. Or Gay, I don't know how you pronounce it. Wait, what? Oh, they took my other fog. So we're just kind of SOL and going to lose this game probably then? So I can tap my mana better. I don't... Tapping my mana is irrelevant at this point, but... I should have technically tapped the farmlands, but... Alright, well they have a 2-turn clock. So basically we have one draw step to not be dead. You can do it, draw step. Alright, well that's a redraw. That's no help. Really? That doesn't seem correct. Alright, double fog, you can do it. Nope. Alright, we're dead. Double duress got us. We had a pretty good hand, but you know, we went 19 cards deep and didn't really find any more action. I feel like if we'd had one more turn, it would have probably been enough to like just win the game. But that's okay. He again had a really aggressive draw when his deck's not particularly aggressive. We'll play first. This hand's fine. This hand's actually pretty good because of the Search for Azcanta. The Karn's kind of not useful, but it is what it is. Oh, okay, yeah, those. Some of those are worth a lot of money. So I'm looking at our clock every time that we like hold priority and pass, or like pass priority, and then like looking to see what it is when they make their action. I'm like lagging really badly. No turn 1 duress would be lovely. I don't have any white mana yet either. JK. Never didn't have it. Oh! I misclicked and cast a fog! Oh my god! Alright, well I'm just playing bad today. I punted game 1 because I didn't notice something and then I misclicked in game 2. Or misclicked in round 2 rather, not game 2. Oh wow, that was so bad. I'm just off it today. I'm off it today. I don't deserve to win. I hope we lose by exactly one fog. Hope we lose by exactly one fog. Oh, it's frustrating. So now if we draw to fairy, it's not even good because we don't have the fog. Alright, so we found another fog. So the fairies are again useful. Depends on what else he adds to the board this turn, but the fairy might be close to game. But double fog right now would just be unbeatable, right? 4, 8, 11. I guess I have to take it all. Oh wow, we're only taking 7. That feels good. No, we will not get rid of you. How easy would this a game been if we'd had an extra fog? Like, this game's still losable. Because I'm dumb. Don't think it was losable if I wasn't dumb. Don't care about that. May not be losable anyway. It's certainly a lot closer to being losable, right? Save everybody's time. Feel like if they were going to cycle this, they should have cycled first because a Doomfall is probably better than a Chain Whirler. I guess I just want lands from here. But yeah, this game's over. Assuming I don't like misclick or do something wild. The search for Azcanta plus double Teferi is just going to be too much. on. They have no incentive to concede. There's no reason for them to. 2. We've already proved that I can misclick, though. Oh, well, that's a pretty good one. Let's cast this one. Not sure why he's not just pressing F6. We got another Nexus of Fate. Sure. We were using all of our mana anyway, so I thought it was just better to get a come into play tap land in, but maybe I'm wrong about that. We'll keep you. Going after his lands. I have 3 time walks here. You had to untap 6 things this turn? Which means we get to use Azcanta again. Like, it's just locked right now. It's just about clicking buttons and hoping we don't time out somehow. Like right now, this is not letting me untap my mana. Why? Why will you not let me untap my mana? Oh. What the hell? What the fuck, Moto? I guess I'm just lagging like really bad because I'm trying to untap my lands and it's just not letting me. There we go. I'll try this one then. I'll click them all. One of them will work. Yeah, I must be lagging super bad. Oh my god, it worked. Yeah, same thing happened yesterday too. We don't normally lag, but sometimes you can't control it. Seems to be working again, and this game, like I said, is just like super over at this point. Start killing the creatures now that we are going to play Karn and just like go infinite. I don't know why I got rid of the one that can actually block. That seemed like a silly one to get rid of. I've clicked always yield to the fairy trigger, so I'm going to go ahead and do things like this now. I know I could have got an extra Azcanta trigger, but I didn't want to take the time to get the extra Cancer trigger when we already have double Nexus of Fate in our graveyard. He's going to have no permanence in play at the end of next turn. And I've already clicked yield to the trigger because of our lag. Yeah, we have above ground lines here. And we live in a pretty wooded area too, so like there's a lot of trees and branches and stuff. It's not necessarily if it's like raining or we have like a lot of it's not necessarily how bad the storm is either, because like we have like a lot of squirrels and like, you know, other random like birds and random wildlife, and the wildlife like gets on the lines and stuff like that, and they like put little damage in the lines or whatever, so when the water comes down it causes static. So like even when it's not a bad storm, this is a pretty quick keep, even when it's not a bad storm, the just the static can cause some pretty big problems. To see what they're playing. It's another red deck. Again, hopefully it's red-black and not wizard red. Yeah, so it probably is. Yeah, this year I've saw around my house, I've saw snakes, squirrels, many varieties of birds. I think I want this one. Um, and a raccoon. There's been reports of bears in the area, but I've not saw them. At least not this year. Saw a bear in my life, just not this year. Rack attack. I love that. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm going to use that. Alright, seems like he's like running kind of poorly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if it's safe just to cast a Karn and pick it up. Probably no reason to. Yeah, it's the little bears that like if you like kind of like yell at them, they run from you, but like it still scares everybody locally. All the like lady folk and the older folk get scared to death of them. Not necessarily because they're afraid they're going to cause harm to humans, but like in this type of area, there's like people have a lot of outdoor pets, like cats that they leave outdoors and dogs that they leave outdoors, and they're afraid that like maybe they'll attack the cats or whatever. How would I best attack it? Mm, Probably just play like Esper Control and like tune it a little bit for the match. That's what's on my mind. Actually, I think Mono Blue Storm's probably good too. Yeah, we're pretty well known for horses and stuff, but I kind of want this card, but I definitely don't want this card, and I probably don't need that card, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of them both. Cool, 2 more lands. Those are fun. Still think I'm going to cast a Karn and take it up here. Yeah, I think the Karn's better than the Search. Nice. So, they gave us a Teferi instead of a Fog. I'm not saying that our opponent's wrong. They probably had to do that, but that's wild that that was correct for them. I think it's the combination that Storm is like just slightly faster, but like they're pretty close. But the big part is that like Storm has counter spells in its main deck, and they have cards because of the counter spells in the main deck. I just think it gives it a pretty solid advantage across the board. sure there's a joke somewhere in there, but I'm too PC to go for it. Feels like there has to be a joke. But that's just my opinion. Obviously I've not played the match. I've only played this deck twice. Oh wow, well, I guess we don't need this one yet then. We can just pick this up again. So we're going to get a Nissa now. And there's just like 2 more fogs we can get for back-to-back turns if like things go very poorly. I want to be able to press F6, so I'm just going to go ahead and fog now. Oh, they put a cut in their graveyard. We're already fogged. So I don't know why they're attacking. Guess maybe they didn't see it because of when I did it. But they can see that we have 2 more fogs lined up. They know they gave us a Nissa. Bad times at Ridgemont High for them. I don't sideboard versus Red Black. I don't think we need any of our cards. If they were overloaded, and I mean overloaded with discard, I might consider bringing in a Carnage just to try to like play it on turn 5 if I was on the play, but probably not in the builds that don't have Beneath the Sands, and probably not ever in general. I'm just like saying, you know, like yeah, so we're 2-1. We're now 3-0 versus Red Black, or is that 4-0 versus Red Black? I'm not sure. Alright, we have to mulligan as well. This is a keep. We have turn 2 best card. Kind of want that land, but I want green land more in between Anticipate and Search. I feel like we're just going to be able to get whatever land we need. Again, hope that they're... Oh, it's the same opponent. Oh no, it's just game 2. I thought we'd won the match because I'm stupid. I thought we won the match because I'm stupid. Profix, you can beat Lost Legacy. It's not easy, but between you have like Teferis, you have Karns, and you have in my sideboard I have Carnage Tyrant, so like we have answers to those type of decks. It's certainly not our easier match, or not part of our easier setup of matches. Like we would prefer not to play versus it. Opponent's got one of the aggressive draws with his non-aggressive deck. Alright, well that hurts. Think the card that I want to draw most right now is just Gift of Paradise. Feels like it gives us the most options. Kind of surprised that opponent's just trying to get us here. Feels like the odds of them being able just to get us seems fairly low. I'm going to dump anything that's not a land. Actually going to main deck do this as well. Because if we get it coming to play tap land, I want to go ahead and play it. Alright, well I'm just going to take this, I think. And hopefully we don't get we'll probably get discard spelled again, but I think that gives us just a better options with our Teferi. assume they're going to pop one of these. Oh wow, putting the cut in the graveyard's pretty good. We'll just not put that in the graveyard then. Alright, well hopefully they didn't hit another discard spell. We're gonna have problems this game. Because we're gonna be at least 6 life here. Well, 6 life if they choose. They might want to take this up for mana. I was talking about the untapping with the thing too. Alright, so we're looking for a land now. None of those is a land. I guess I want this one then. 2 more chances to get a land. Had to get an untapped land in our top 5. That is a land. If they have another duress now, that means we get to flip the search for Ascanta next turn, but we don't have a whole lot of mana. I feel like this is a game that we're probably going to lose. Now we're at 2. Yeah, so we can guaranteed flip this if we choose. Uh-oh. Well, we have to hit a fog in our top 4, right? Didn't hit a fog, so 100% dead. I think it's mostly brainless clicking. Like, there's a few relative decisions, but for the most part, I think it's brainless clicking. If we'd hit a fog, we'd have probably won this game from here, but we didn't hit another fog. We've already hit 3 fogs, though, so it's not like it's that unlucky that we didn't hit a fog. Not conceding because, I don't know, maybe he makes a play error, or maybe he shows us a card we didn't know about. Alright, well that's unfortunate. We died. Oh, we were 1 card away. Wonder if there's something we could have done differently that game to get that extra card. I'm just going to run it back. I really just don't like this Nissa, so I'm going to bring in 1 Baral. I don't like the Nissa in this match anyway. Maybe I don't want the Nissa in the deck. I wonder if I can get rid of this Oath of Teferi for just another brawl. This hand's a keep. Have all of our colors of mana. We have a way to gain 6 life, assuming they don't have a discard spell. We have 1 fog. Yeah, this hand's everything we need. We just have to hope their hand's not wonderful. I guess counting your lands out and stuff requires somewhat of a brain, but... It feels like sometimes you have to plan your lands out a few turns in advance. Man, they have Beaumont every game on one. It's like the hardest thing for these decks to beat. Another aggressive draw. So we have to have lands now, and we have to have good spells. I guess we don't want that, then. So next turn we can play the Oath of Teferi and gain an additional 3 life. And then we'll have it in play in case we ever draw Teferi. Wow, look at how aggressive their draw's been. Feel like I want that card, but I don't feel like I don't feel like I can afford to keep it at the moment. Did I really not tap blue mana during all that? So going up to 19 now. They hit a discard spell for Hazel Pollen, we could have a problem. But between Search for Azcanta and Anticipate, I assume we'd get another because that's 5 cards. We're going to go down to 11, though. And we're going to hope really hard that we hit a Planeswalker, specifically a Teferi. Hitting the Teferi this turn, I said 11, right? Yeah. Hitting the Teferi this turn might be the difference between winning and losing this match. Alright. Well, probably dead. But not entirely. We're pretty close to flipping a search, and maybe the search can keep us going fog-wise for a while. Need him not to have a doom, or need them not to have a doomfall. Like, duress is okay, but we specifically need them not to have a doomfall. We'd obviously prefer they don't have the duress too. But if they have a duress, we get to flip our search for Azcanta. That's why I'm saying, like, specifically it's better for us than the other. We're going to go ahead and use this in response because it guarantees we can flip the search for Azcanta. I guess I'll take this one because I want to give them a choice. I would rather have either of these cards. Alright, so we can flip search. And then maybe we can chain stuff together from there. I assume they're going to make us discard Karn. Oh, wow. Personally thought Karn was worse than the Time Walk in that, or better than the Time Walk here, but what do I know? Oh no, they chose the correct one, that way we wouldn't get to flip to search for Ascanta. That was pretty smart of them, actually, now that I really think about it. That was really smart of them, now that I think about it. So we could tick down twice and try to get 2 blockers, but they could have a million things that just kills 2 blockers. A Glorybringer and an Abrade would beat 2 blockers. Or we could just tick up and try to hit 1 out of 2 cards. We're almost guaranteed to hit a land, I guess. I think our best chance ticking up. Just want one of these 2 cards to be a fog. Sweet, one of them was. That's what we needed. And this is one of the reasons that I think that they should have taken the Karn. Yeah, the Nexus gave us another draw, flipped our search for Ascanta, but the Karn can literally win the game. Like, the Karn can actually just win the game. I guess their play might have been better. It really just depends on knowing what's in their hand. Because they didn't let us flip the search, so like that's obviously really good. So if they thought they had enough things to like win next turn through the Karn, and they knew I was like having to like hit 1 out of 2 spells or whatever. So I can't say that it was a misplay, but I'm just saying like what was going through my head at the time. Yeah, it looks like if they'd had an instant speed removal, we would have been dead. Do you want to put this in our graveyard? Nope. I'm not going to flip the search for Ascanta this turn either, because I'm going to be using all of our mana any darn way. Alright, so apparently we're lagging again. Come on, don't let us lag during a stream. Come on, Moto. Thank you. Hakao. Thank you, Moto. Appreciate you. So probably flipping the search this time no matter what. Oh, do I want to put that in our graveyard? I don't think so. I will flip that now. Start with Karn. So now it's just winning the game in time. So we had to untap a million lands here. By a million, I mean 4, but any order. We'll take this Rootbound Crag back, or sorry, Rootbound Snare. And we'll untap 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have enough to snare this turn. And none of the other cards in our hand currently matter, so we get to see like 12 cards a turn or something the rest of this game. We get to see more than that. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 cards a turn the rest of this game. 15 cards a turn's a lot. It's just closing before our 14 minutes is up. Even with our lag, as long as I don't lose connection, should be fine with the 14 minutes up. Alright, well, they're not going to make us do it. But yeah, we're seeing half of our deck every turn. Because we can use Search for Azcanta twice every turn now. We can use the Karn twice every time now. We can use the Teferi twice. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, we would have got there at this point, sometime this point. We would have found one Nexus of Fate in our, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If we'd have found one Nexus of Fate in our 15 cards. I mean, obviously, we could have, like, maybe used Anticipate or something and got more cards, but still. Not saying that's the only cards we would have got. That's just kind of crazy. Alright, well, we gotta win 1 out of the next 2 to acquire the Pity Chest. Gotta have 10 emails. That's just too many things to read. Too many things to read. This hand's a keep. It's going to be very good versus like the red-black decks, and pretty good versus the stompy decks, very bad versus the blue decks. Guess which one we got paired versus? Oh, it's a mirror. Probably a mirror, rather. Well, they have best card, so that's a bad sign for us already. Best card's a heck of a card. They have counterspells in their main deck? Or are they cycling? Okay, they're cycling. Alright, well, we really want an untapped land. Hey, Boot, thank you for the host, my friend. Hope everything's going well for you. Untapped land. Daddy like. Hope everything's going well for our favorite Boot. Like how in game 1 you just do not respect counterspells in this mirror. Apparently I'm lagging again. That could take a that could be kind of annoying in terms of a mirror. It's been a day. A day, you say? Come on, Moto. Don't let us lag. Not in a super time-consuming match. We can cast Nexus of Fate next turn. Yeah, I know. I saw he had 2 Supreme Wheels in his main deck. I really don't like them. He can tuck our Teferi, by the way, so like just jamming a Teferi on 5's not always good. But because we had to anticipate, I was thinking it's potentially worth it. I'll take the Karn. Could have anticipated back into Teferi, and I realize that, but I'm not that worried about the Teferi. Could have potentially just like messed this whole turn up. Well, I didn't want to get rid of the Karn once I saw it. My original plan was to get the Teferi back, and then we saw the Karn. So I just altered my plan because of the Karn. Like, I didn't want to lose the Karn too. My original plan was to do that. Right? JK, it was never to do that. No, just play bad. That's all they are to it. I just play real bad. If we hit an untapped land, there's a good chance that we can go off, assuming they don't have Supreme Will. Are they minus Karn? If they minus Karn, does that just mean they have Supreme Will? That's not an untapped land. Rip. We've done that in bad ordering, by the way. Now now we got rid of a cycle land, and they know of a land in our hand. Guess I have to get this thing now. I played this game bad. Played this game real bad. Feel like we had to draw to win this game, and I just didn't play it well. Yeah, I really feel like I punted this game. Played this game very bad. Like, they get to flip this now, and there's a good chance we never get another turn. If we get another turn, though, there's a good chance that they don't get another turn, so. Kind of sucks in a way, because like we kind of just have to let them do their thing every turn of the game. Supreme Wills would be great in game 1 of the mirror. Now they'll be able to tuck Teferi. Yeah. We're going to have to get incredibly unlucky, or incredibly lucky. Pretty sure I threw this game away. Actually, I don't know. Replaying Teferi that one turn probably doesn't win it for us. But, like, not tucking to Teferi this turn probably lost it for us. Doesn't mean like they can just go off every turn. Sure. What? They have multiple Karn's Temporal Sunderings in their deck? So they have multiple of the bad Time Walk in their deck. They minus Karn, so I assume they just have another Time Walk then. Sure. I know that we messed up on the Teferi turn, but I don't know if it changes the game a whole lot. Just letting him use some time off of his clock now because we know we're going to lag out anyway. Maybe there's some world where he bricks. Who knows? So I can just go ahead and play this. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping I could just press F6, but now I have to leave my... Can't press F6 just in case they do brick on a turn. You get a Haze of Pollen. I find it extremely unlikely that they can brick on a turn, by the way. I'd have to remove all my other stops. I don't want to remove all my other stops. I like playing with stops. Well, they've bricked on... Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I thought we had their thing up. I didn't realize they had a million of those. I had just had the wrong button clicked over there. Alright, well I definitely want these. I definitely don't want these. I kind of want these. But I'm not going to play them. I think Carnage Tyrant would be kind of cool. It's like kind of like forces your opponent to do his thing. Sure, this hand's a keep. I'm not too darn proud of it, but it's a keep. I think we're mostly going to cycle these lands. I'd like to draw my Baral. No Baral for me. Well, let me play my island, do the lag. There we go. Come on, Moto. So frustrating to lag like this. It literally takes my concentration and everything away. Because now I have to be more worried about the lag than I am the gameplay. Not that it matters. Like, our hand's, like, not functional, so. Well, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. Too bad we had to cycle all of our lands to get to reasonable cards. Casting Anticipate, looking for a land. That's fun. None of those are lands. I guess we'll take the Baral. It's the closest thing to a land. Could have got the other Anticipate or whatever, but. See if they have a Jace's Defeat or something. They do, which means this is probably going to get counterspelled too. And then we proceed to lose from there. Now they have an extra Teferi, they have so many. Feel like we can concede this game and just move on to the next round. Hey, Shaolin, what's up, man? You came in just enough time to see this game be super over. I don't know, casting none of these seem like they matter. I don't want to just play to Teferi, because if I Teferi and Tuck, he can kill. So I want to at least be able to try to Teferi and counterspell or something. I don't know. Like I said, it feels like we're kind of locked. I feel like I've drawn considerably worse too. Like, we're only 2 cards behind our opponent, and look how much better his cards are than ours. Spoiler, they're roughly the same. I'm just assuming the 4 cards in his hand are much better. Guess I'm just casting this. The best way to beat this deck is probably Wizard Red. Like Wizard Red, or like maybe an Esper control deck that's got a few more discard spells in the sideboard. Something of that nature. Just go Nexus of Fate, and I have to try to counterspell it. Because if I don't, it's just too much. If they have 2 time walks, the game's 100% over. If they have 1 time walk, maybe we have a chance. Alright, don't have another, please. If they don't have another, that means you're just going to have counter spells, though. So it's not like we're going to resolve any of our things anyway. Yeah, that's game. Could have made some different choices game 1. I don't know if they would have affected the game. But game 2, we had no play whatsoever. Like, there wasn't any other choices that we could have made that would have affected the outcome of the game. Game 1, maybe there was. I'm not sure. Alright, this hand's good. Obviously going to have to get some lands. We haven't anticipated to look for some. I am 0% in Turbo Fog Mirrors, so I'm either playing them very badly or I'm doing something very badly. It's another blue deck. This hand is not the hand that you want to play versus blue decks with. So I'll play this one. Gives the illusion still that maybe we're not fog. Of 2 dead cards versus all the blue decks. Guess I'm taking this one, even though I should probably take the Teferi, since they're obviously going to have at least some number of counterspells. Excuse me. Maybe it's just Turbo Fog with a really bad draw. Alright, 1 time no syncopate. Excuse me. 1 time no syncopate, please. You just guaranteed to resolve this. Well, they could have negate, but I'm going to play for the Teferi. Well, if I ever stop lagging. So if the Teferi resolves, I'm just going to tuck this. Probably should play around Syncopate, but I don't think casting this is that good. Alright. This lag's killing me. Yeah, I'm just playing it. Excuse me. It's fine. I got the lag comes and goes because like now we're just like blazing along again. They have a second cast at. That'll be 3 Teferis down because we have one on the bottom of our deck, but like maybe the Nissa will do something. Okay, opponent's just done. That seems like a hell of a place for our opponent to concede, but I won't tell them no. Alright, let's try our sideboard plan. Boom. The sideboard plan, go. Just submit 72 cards. No reason for us to put cards back out. We just need them all. JK. So we definitely want to get rid of some of these things. I'm going to get rid of this thing. I'm going to get rid of this thing because I think that it's going to be hard for us to keep stuff resolved. But basically, we're just going to get real threats dense. Real threat dense? Yeah, that's a word. We're going to keep it. I'll play this one. Reveal it. They could not be, well, they had a cast out. Let's say like maybe they're not control, maybe they're just GPG. Just soda foil GPG, which is pretty sweet. Alright, well I'm just slamming this. They have disallows next turn, so I'd rather just go ahead and play this turn. If he gets counterspelled, he gets counterspelled, but there's nothing on 4 they can play that I'm worried about. Wow, they got rid of the Teferi. That's wild. Alright, well, we would like to draw some of the stuff that they call manners. Ooh, they have Gideon in their deck too. I think I'm just going to play this one. I was originally just going to slam the gift, but I think this is better than the gift. I'm also just pressing F6. I will not try to protect this because I'm too afraid of Teferi. Not very good. We're like 5-4, but we've lost 2 mirrors, and we lost 1 game because I timed out due to a storm in my area. So, if you remove the games that we didn't get to play, we're 5-1. Well, I mean, obviously we got to play the mirrors, but like you can't really hold losing a mirror against it, can you? Like, it's just the price of doing business. Do they cycle a hieroglyphic illumination instead of just cast it? Why? Were they going to protect it if I used a negate? What? I'm more worried about the mana than I am the glimmer. I couldn't cast a glimmer till the end of their turn. Like, we're really just hoping to cast a Carnage Tyrants and they'd be enough. Try to protect them with our 3 negates after we cast one. Okay. Well, this might be the turn they get to resolve Teferi then if they have another land. Hopefully they sideboarded out all their answers. Well, looking good for that so far. They need multiple, though. And they bricked on their first Ascanto. Wow. Alright, well, if we get to untap with the Carnage Tyrant in play, we have 3 negates. Don't care about you. We have 3 negates. Now we have to make a decision on whether we just want to kill this. I think it's actually just worth it. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to just attack them 3 times here, but I'm actually a little afraid of Teferi. What? Did they purposely not use Ascanta then? I think I'm just trying to get like more counter spells now. Maybe they're blue-white approach. Cast out. Gives them a new card, but I feel like this Carnage Tyrant's just going all the way. I guess I don't care about that card. We're just 2 attacks away from a Carnage Tyrant, and we can just kill this if we want. Just looking for more counter spells. Those aren't more counter spells. They could have double Gear Hulk. Alright, whatever. I'm going to attack this fairy. This feels like it could be wrong. Just kind of worried of them just slamming Gear Hulk 2 turns in a row. If we'd hit a Jace's Defeat or something in any of those cards that we've looked at right now, like, we would have put the, or we would have just attacked the face both times, and we should have attacked the face both times anyway. Like, not attacking the face may have just been wrong. Well, we can cast the Karn now and leave up 3 negates. Pretty happy with that. But there's no reason to. Like, right, they have to do something, not us, so we might as well just set on our negates. There's a Fumigate, so this is going to be our counterspell battle. And if they win the counterspell battle, they're probably going to be tapped out, and we'll just play Karn and Carnage Tyrant after that. Hey, Drag Queen. Matches are going pretty good. I lost to Wizard Red, which I think is a bad match, and then I lost to Mirror because I think I played poorly. But other than that, everything's been pretty smooth. And I'm pretty sure we're just going to win this Counterspell War as well, but if we don't, we know we win. Or it's like not even that bad if we lose this. Because we get to resolve, you know, the Karn plus the other stuff. And they concede. Alright, well, 3-2. We lost to Amir. And I believe a lot of that was me playing poorly. And we lost to Wizard Red, which I just believe is a bad match. We demolished Red Black twice. And then we just beat a Blue White control player who probably got some pretty medium draws. But the Carnage Tyrant did some work. I don't think I was sideboarding right in a lot of our matches too. I was leaving Nissa in some spots where I don't think I should have. Yeah, the Wizard match was pretty hard. We won one game on them, and I punted another game that I think I would have won, but like, I punted game 1, and then game 2 I won, but I think if they were on the play like they correctly should have been, that I would have lost that game 2, and they just easily beat us game 3. I don't think me being on the play would have affected that. So I think if the match plays out correctly and I don't punt game 1, that I still just lose the match. But we did get theoretically 2 games off of them because we won a game and we punted a game. Like I'm counting the, obviously when I'm tracking my personal records, I have to count the punt against myself. But like when I'm trying to evaluate how the deck worked, I can't hold the punt against the deck's what I'm trying to say. No, so we ended up 3-2. We beat 2 red-black decks, and we beat a blue-white control deck. We lost to the Mirror, and we lost to Wizard Red. So we're 6-4 on the 2 days we've played, and 3 of the 4 matches we've lost have been 2 mirrors, and 1 game where I just played insanely badly because like I wasn't focused. There was a clock issue, just a bunch of stuff, but I played real badly, basically. So if you don't count just the 1 game where I was just like a total buffoon and the 2 mirrors, which I guess you should count all that, but like if you're not counting all that, the deck itself would be 6-1. Probably 7-1. Yeah, so I need to work on my play in the mirror, and I need to work. I need to just focus more in general. Well, we tried some new changes today. Like maybe I want the extra 2 Jace's defeats in the sideboard. I'm not sure. It's now been 3 days since I've got paired versus a Storm deck, so maybe I can cut the Manglehorn altogether. Maybe I don't need all 4 Carnage Tyrants, but yeah, the deck's pretty interesting. But anyway, that's going to do it for us today. We're going to hop off here. Hopefully Smurf is around and I'll be able to return his cards to him. Yeah, I find it very hard to stream and play properly. I feel like I play a lot better off stream, but like I feel like in general I'm an average Magic player, maybe slightly above average, but like not good and especially not great. But on stream, I think I play a decent chunk below average, or at least a decent chunk below an average streamer. Like, I think I make a lot of plays on stream because A, I'm talking to the chat and not focused, or B, that like I'm just like hurrying the game along when I should like take the minute to think or whatever. I'm not sure, but like I do not think I play very well on stream. I remember like a year ago when I first started streaming, I was like, man, these people all say streaming's harder. Like, they're idiots. It's just Magic. Like, I don't see why they say it's harder, but no, it's definitely harder. You do not play, you know, very close to what you do off a stream. That being said, so like when you see somebody who is good as Matthew Folks play on stream, and he makes a fair number of errors over a course of a day, and like he's a very good player, and then you take somebody like me who's just slightly above average, like I think it compounds it a lot. But anyway, take care. I'm going to give you guys over to Hodge. He's playing a PPTQ right now, and we're going to get out of here and get some dinner. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by again. And thank you again, Smurf, for loaning us the cards.